Life's too short to say no when someone invites you on an adventure.
Maybe not a lot of people would think that it would be fun to come freeze your ass off, you know, and like sleep on rocks, but there's like no place I would rather be right now.
Trips like this, right, are kind of what remind me that even though I'm not still in uniform and I'm not still in the service and I don't have this tight-knit group, that there's still a community out there for me. There's still a community for me to participate in.
When I am nurturing my roots, when I am doing the things that make me the man that I've grown to be, I'm a better dad, I'm a better husband, I'm better at work.
I think I took a lot of things away from it that a lot of people don't get, and I'm happy for that. And I've made some good friends that I've kept up with.
It's been fun for me. So I guess that is what I'm missing. It's not that I'm necessarily unhappy at home. It's just there's a part of me that's kind of sometimes empty, I guess.
I've been very lucky to have made a lot of good friends in my adult life. I went to West Point with a lot of really good dudes. A couple of them are here. I served in the Army in the 1st Cav at Fort Hood with some really good dudes, and a couple of them are here. And then when I was in SF, on my team, you make a lot of close friends, like brothers. And when you go your separate ways, when you get out of the military and everyone kind of moves off to whatever corner of the country they're going to live in, and they get a job doing whatever it is they're going to do, and then they get married, they have a family. I think 5 of the guys on this trip have 3 kids. So, you leave the military, you leave that tight-knit brotherhood, and you go off to do great things in the world and have a family and do all the things you're supposed to do, and that's great. But the opportunity to get together, it becomes increasingly rare.
You don't feel like sometimes you're in touch with your most adventurous side when you used to be this person that, served at the tip of the spear, if you will, and did it well. I think everyone here probably falls into that category. Like, you can just tell you're around people that they did their job well. And so I'm not around people like that much. I'm the only veteran some of my friends know.
None of us are in the military anymore. We're not wearing the uniform, we're not serving, but at the same time, who I am is so deeply rooted in my service and what I did and all the things that I saw and all the tremendous experiences that I had. And it's not necessary, I can't necessarily, walk into a Chuck E. Cheese, with a bunch of my civilian friends and kind of talk about some of these experiences in a way that's authentic or that's going to resonate with them.
Blaming for my team is the main draw for me to come, but it is like that. All of us are fairly similar guys, some personalities, and we're all out here doing something strenuous together, which is, I guess without a better term, a bonding event.
Nobody's going to understand a story about jumping out of an airplane like Jason will, or like Blaine will, or like JJ will.
Now that I'm a business analyst, I'm not taking the guys from my office out and doing anything.
There's something about being uncomfortable that just sticks with you, and I think especially if you're in the military, those are the things that you remember, and just, whether it's crafting memories or just trying to be a little bit better, and by being uncomfortable and kind of pushing through that, there's a bunch of reasons.
This feels like my roots, Like, what, 7 of us trekking down a trail with some weight on our back, and then we'll set up, we'll bivouac, we'll have a good time, drink some beers, probably drink a couple too many beers, and then we'll wake up and shake it off and we'll go back up. It's awesome.
Shared hardship, shared suffering is what forged these relationships in the first place. Whether you went to West Point together, you served in Iraq together, you went to the Q course together, the hard stuff is what bound us together in the first place. And so as we spend our adult lives kind of drifting apart, it's the hard stuff that can put us back together that much more quickly. So I think you should pick something like this to do.
You can go to the bar, you know what I'm saying? You could go have brunch, but really you should get out there and do something else, right? Like go hike in the wilderness, go ruck with your friends, go to the beach, go take a weekend out in the wilderness, camp, bivouac, like live life, seek adventure. Like these are the kind of things that are gonna pull everybody together in such a way that'll bring you into a community that's more tight-knit. And like I said, it feels more like family at the end of the day.
It's good for you, It's kind of like what we're supposed to be doing.
It's trite but true, but we only have one life. And my goal is to cram as much living into that one life as I possibly can.